Hey there friends, I'm coming at you with another Fairy Loot unboxing. It's the middle of August for me, and I know things have been kind of thrown off because of the pandemic as far as Fairy Loot like shipments go, so I'm not sure what month box this is supposed to be or the theme. But I'm excited to see what fun items and what fun story will undoubtedly be inside. So I'm excited to get into that. One quick note though before I get started is I'm going to try switching up the format. So I feel like my videos run a little long. I feel like most people want to watch a shorter unboxing. So I am going to, instead of doing a blind unboxing and a detailed spoiler card read, I'm just going to do the whole thing at once. I'm going to give you a nice clean detailed shot of the item along with some of my thoughts, but then also more importantly, who the designer of the item was, along with what the item is supposed to be in reference to. So without further ado, let's get started opening the box. All right, so I got the box open, and on top, like normal, we have the spoiler card. So I won't go into specifics, we'll kind of read down it as we go through the list, but this box is the July 2020 box, and the theme is Resilient Royals. I'm going to keep this over to the side, and like I said, I'm going to do a bit of blind unboxing along with reading from the spoiler card, and I'm just going to pick the items. All right, so let me grab the first item here. I'm going to kind of give you my take on it before I read off the spoiler card and tell you exactly what it is and exactly who it's by. I'm really excited because these look like I actually know what they're from. I think this is from the V.E. Schwab's series. I guess it's like called Shades of Magic or something, but it starts with a darker shade of magic. The second one, which I just got done reading recently, is a darker, or Gathering of Shadows. And I love these books. I cannot say enough amazing things about them. But I'm guessing these are our two main characters. This is the prince that is like kind of his brother by like circumstance. I'm less certain who this guy is. I don't think it's his dad, the king of Red London. My guess is that it's actually going to be the now king of Grey London. Maybe he plays a bigger part in the third book, but I'm really excited to see that. And I'm excited to have these because I just love this book series so much. And for our next thing, we have a big O piece of fabric. It looks like another pillowcase. Ooh, that's what this one say. Through love, all is possible. Sarah J. Maas. Wonder if this is from her, I think it's Throne of Glass series, or if this is a different, her other one. What's on the back? Oh, my guess is the other one because I feel like I've seen at least these two symbols on the first one. I feel like it's something about curses, but I will rely on the spoiler card for that. So let me read the spoiler card real quick. So this is called the Crescent City cushion cover. I guess I'm just supposed to know what this is from because it mentions rule in comfort and style with this Crescent City cushion cover. We're eager to include an item inspired by this fantastic story, and it's finally here. Okay, again, I don't know what story it is. But this is a pillow cover for a pillow size 18 by 18. And the artwork on this was designed by Chatty Norm. All right, and up next is a candle. I'm always excited to see one of these. I try to hold on to it and burn it when I'm reading the actual book itself. Ooh, this smells really nice. Oh, the artwork on the front of this looks like the Ash Princess artwork, so maybe that's what it's from. Let me grab that book. Yeah, so this is what it made me think of. I wonder if this is actually what it's supposed to be from. Oh, that's cute. So it says In the Wick of Time. I guess that's probably the brand. I don't see anything else on here to say the brand, but I love cute brand names. And it says it's supposed to smell like black currant tea. Yeah, I get that vibe. That's not something I drink a lot, but it does smell kind of licoricey, but not in like a bad way. Look at what the spoiler card says it's from. Yeah, it's from Ash Princess by Lauren Sebastian. This is in honor of Theo, the most resilient of royals. And I was right. In the Wick of Time is the name of the group or person that helped make the item. The next thing that I can see in the box comes in this little Fairy Loot, I guess it goes this way, envelope. Oh, some more magnetic bookmarks. So even before I saw the title peeking out here, I was gonna say this artwork looks similar to one that came on a book that we got recently, and that would be the one called Woven in Moonlight. Oh, and here we have the artist as well. So this is designed by Isabel Abanez. You know what? I grabbed the book for the other one. Let me grab the book for this one. So here is what the cover looks like. And here are the bookmarks in comparison. We got it on both sides. We got all our little woven friends. And often with things like this that come attached to a card, the card kind of gives it away what the item is in reference to, as well as the designer. But just to repeat that these magnetic bookmarks were inspired by Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Abanez. And the designer for these items is at IsabelWriter09. Alright, the next item is also in a little envelope. Ooh, this looks unique. Got like a little sun motif and a little crown. Unfortunately, I don't immediately recognize this, but it's got a sun on one side and a moon on the other. It looks like it's just a thing for cards. Yeah, so the spoiler card says it's a royal card holder. A royal rarely carries coins, but they do need something to carry those essential cards, including their library cards, of course. This item is inspired by The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. So that's a book I haven't read yet. I'll have to look into it. I like the design motif that goes along with it anyway. Item features artwork by @JezHawk. I'm kind of surprised. I wonder if it just wasn't that expensive to go ahead and print the same thing on both sides, or if there was some kind of intent for being on both sides, but we'll see. Unfortunately, I don't immediately recognize the characters, so let's grab the spoiler card. And this says that The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden is one of our absolute favorite books, and we're so happy to share this stunning art print of Vasya and Morozoko with you. I think I've heard of that series. I think I've heard of that book, but I'll have to double check if it's on my list or not. And this piece of art is done by @Dominique Wesson. I'll keep it stowed away for later and probably geek out about it once I've read the book. So I'm almost done with the spoiler card. All I can see left in the box is the bag with like the book and stuff. But it seems that I'm missing an item. So listed on here is an item called a food tray. Says that it is inspired by Winter with Marissa Meyer and is perfect for serving food and snacks fit for royals. It features beautiful artwork by Evie Bookish and a quote we wholeheartedly agree with. Okay, so now for the best stuff, the book stuff. I'm gonna open my book bag and all the little things that come with it. I'm gonna try and keep the book secret for just a few moments longer. So I've got the artist letter with artwork on the back, and I've got the bookmark. I also don't see my little Fairy Loot exclusive thing, or my little Fairy Loot pamphlet with the Q&A with the author. I think I'm going to save a rant for after this part, so that way if you want to see what's in the box, you can see most of what's in the box. And I can rant after, and you can feel free to turn it off if you do not want to hear that. So first we have the author letter, which this time is typed instead of handwritten. And then we have the artwork, which I would imagine is from two of the major characters in the book. And this artwork is done by @FairyRiveri. That's a cute name, I like that a lot. Then I have half of the Resilient Royals image. This kind of makes me want to rant again. I understand why they did it. I mean, this is the full artwork, and you can't really include this in a small part in such a small format. But I hate how we seem to be cutting out men out of young adult fiction. Men are being cut out like almost entirely. Women are the only major characters. Men are sometimes like villainized just for being men. I don't like it. But I also understand that primarily the audience for young adult fiction is ladies. And so I guess if I had to choose between either having the queen or the king on my bookmark, I'd prefer the queen because I'm a lady. All right, and then we have the book. I love this artwork. Look at how gorgeous it is. It's very like kind of comic book style, I want to say. Maybe even anime. I really like the like thicker lines. It's not too heavily done. You can see different sections of color. Like I feel like you see in comic books and like anime and stuff like that. So that really calls to me. I really like that. But anyway, so the book is called Shielded. It is by Caitlin Flanders. The little excerpt on the front says, an ancient evil, a broken kingdom, and one girl with the secret to save the world. Ooh, and black sprayed edges. I love the way that it blends in with the bottom of the book. As you can see, it kind of goes from like a dark to light to darker green, but then it goes to black at the bottom, and it blends in very well with the sprayed edges. Now let's see what the naked book looks. Or well, I guess before we peel off the book jacket, let's take a peek at the author's signature. So we've got a title page with the artist's signature, another title page, another title page, the dedication, and then the book starts. So I wonder if she's some kind of shield maiden. She's kind of got the braids on the side. It's called shielded, but she also has a sword, not a shield. So that'll be really cool. Too, the kind of magic circle-ish looking thing on the back makes me think Nordic mythology, so maybe that's what this will be. But let's take off the jet. Oh no! No artwork on the inside. That's kind of surprising. Oh my goodness, but the book itself is gorgeous. Take a look at this. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can get it to reflect a little, but we've got an embossed magic circle on the front of the book. And I love when like the spine tape is a different color than the book itself. That's really fun. And it goes along so well with the straight edges. I'm kind of tempted to put just this on the shelf. Although I do love the artwork, so I don't know, I'm torn. And then we've got a photo of our author back here. All right, that's it. I gave a second look through the box just to make sure that those items I was missing weren't hiding anywhere. But it is officially empty, so that is it. I'll kick you over to the outro, and at the end I will include my rant in case you want to hear it. Alrighty, so that is it for the July 2020 Fairy Loot box with the theme of Resilient Royals. I gotta say, I wasn't super stoked by a lot of the items that I actually got in this month's box, which I'll get to in a minute. You know what? I'm not gonna focus on the things I didn't like. I did really like the book. It seems really cool based off of what I've seen. The book itself is a beautiful kind of piece of artwork. I love the sprayed edges and how it works with the kind of naked book cover. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. Along the vein of things I like, because I'm going to try and be positive, is I really like the candle. It smells nice, and I really like that I immediately got what book it was from. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say that I liked a lot, loved in fact, is the tarot cards. I love that series so much, and it was so exciting to see a series that I love so much reflected in those tarot cards. I kind of feel like I'm playing catch up with young adult novels, and so a lot of the cards I've been getting recently, don't really know what it's from. I'm only semi-excited about it, but these cards are from a series that not only do I know, but I love a lot. So that was so awesome to see that. But anyway, that's how I feel about the box this month. On the positive note, I'll nag in a minute. But before I do that, I just want to thank everybody who watched the video for being here and being a part of this. I really enjoyed making these videos. I wanted to try something new in the hopes that it'll get more people to kind of come and enjoy these videos and kind of be part of like a little community maybe. So if you prefer the previous format, I'd love to hear in a comment down below which one you prefer, this one or the old way. But for now, I'm just gonna do a few videos this way and kind of see what the trend does if I don't hear anything back. But yeah, just again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. But now on to the things that frustrated me. And again, I'm gonna try and spin all this in a positive light. I like Fairy Loot. I like the books that they bring us. I have subscribed to subscription boxes, or to a subscription box before. I used to get the Loot Crate. It was fun for a while. At first, everything was kind of new and exciting, but then eventually you get so much of the same stuff over and over and over. And I get it, it's hard to shop for a collective mass that you don't really know what all they have in common, what all they're gonna want or not want. I get that it's hard and that I'm not gonna like everything, and especially because these themes are books, and so I'm not gonna have read every book. But it helps point me in the direction of good books to read. So I really appreciate that part of the box as well. The thing that I really don't like though, and that is making me consider maybe not getting this box anymore, is ever since they opened the US branch, I noticed that it went from just being a UK page to then they also were promoting, hey, we have a US page. And so I would also imagine US based shipping, which I would hope is cheaper. I don't think it really equated to that much difference in pricing. But the thing that really annoys me is that I could understand how things could get lost or damaged coming all the way across the ocean. You know, for little old me, it comes in this box and it gets shipped to my door. My boxes were not quite as beaten up when it was all sourced in the UK, and I was never missing an item until they opened the US branch side of things, shipping area, whatever, until I saw that there was a US capacity to it. I never was missing an item, and I never had a beaten up box. For the past 3 or 4 months, with this month and last month excluding, I had very beaten up boxes. It was like bashed in on the side here. I could see the like brown part of the cardboard as opposed to just the like black. Forget what it was now, but one of my boxes, I had a damaged item and I had a missing item. And the Fairy Loot team was fantastic. I sent them an email. I said like, hey, my box was beaten up and so I think that that's why this item is missing and this item is damaged. I really appreciate having the missing item replaced. They even offered to replace the damaged one, but it wasn't that bad. I insisted on not doing that, and they sent me the missing item, which was fantastic. But then the next month, or then shortly thereafter, I was missing, I think it was just the bookmark. It was a small thing. I didn't really even notice it at the time. And so I didn't really think about it until I got the next month's box, I believe. It's probably in my unboxing, so we'll see if I actually missed it or not. But regardless, I did not email about that. So I didn't get a replacement one. And then with just last month's box, things were held up in customs. We didn't get the bag that it goes in, which fine. I don't have a lot of uses for that. I was a little disappointed that the tarot cards were not included, but they said they'd be in the next box, and they were. Not a big deal. In this month's box, I was missing my Q&A with the author that also tells me about the photo shoot stuff, which I enjoy doing. I'm trying to be a bigger part of the young adult reading community online, and that really helps with that. That gives me content to put on my Instagram. I didn't get to do last month because I got the book too late because of the pandemic, and this month it would probably be the same, but also I don't even get the booklet to know that or to read the Q&A with the author. And that's a big part of why this box is so much fun to get. You get the author letter, you get the Q&A with the author, and you get a special edition of the book. Those are the 3 big things for me. And I guess the tarot cards. That's another big thing. That these are all staples of this box, and the reason why I like this box. This was the first one I found out about. I've seen other ones since, and I've thought about getting other ones since, and perhaps dropping this one. But those 4 things are not things I want to give up. So I continue to get the Fairy Loot box. But this month I didn't get the Q&A, and I also didn't get like the first item on the spoiler card, which I feel like the first item is usually the one they're the most excited about, which is a food tray. I don't know how big this food tray was, seeing as this is the size of the box, but I'd imagine if it's a food tray, it's pretty big. So, and the box is fully intact, hardly any no punctures and no even real signs of impact. So where did it go? Did it just not get put in at all? It's not like with the other item that I surmised it might have slipped out. It's not a problem with the packing team. It might have just slipped out. No, it didn't get put in there at all. And this is not the first time that I have had a problem with this kind of thing. And it seems consistent and it seems frustrating. And I really wish that the US side of things would get their stuff together. Because in last month's box, when I didn't get my tarot cards because of the pandemic, there was a note that said as much. It told me, here's a heads up, you won't get these items. We're sorry about that. There was no such note in this. So if this got held up because of pandemic reasons, I was not told about it in any way, shape, or form. Could have gotten an email. I only got an email saying that it was delayed. It didn't say that there would be items missing for any reason. I didn't get a note in the box itself saying, sorry, but items are missing because of whatever reason. And it's just gone again. So, phew, okay. Started with some good, got out my frustrations. I'm sorry to anybody who listened to that rant, and also thank you. It helped a lot to get that off my chest, and I hope it ends up doing some good in the world. I don't know. But anyway, I just want to thank you so much for watching my video, and until next time.